Hey everyone, my name is Melissa. Welcome to my channel. And I say that just because I'm going to start saying that because a ton of you get confused that my name is Michelle. It's my middle name, but my first name is Melissa. So nice to meet you. But yes, this video I have been wanting to do on my channel for forever. I get comments all the time on, you know, I'm a beginner. This is a lot of makeup and it's just, woo, the kind of makeup that I like is a lot to someone who's new at makeup, who doesn't do it that often. So today, it's gonna be long. It's gonna be long. I'm just gonna tell you guys that right now, it's gonna be long. But it's gonna be jam-packed with a bunch of tips, products, and just things that I feel like would help a beginner. Someone who just has no idea where to start with makeup and, you know, what should you do? And now keep in mind, when I say beginner, this is someone who doesn't wear makeup usually, but wants to start wearing makeup. Where do I start? This video, I could go in so many different avenues, you know what I mean? But I'm just going to focus on that. Like my entire face, I'm going to do as if I was a beginner, and I'm going to, because I was a beginner at once in my life, I'm just gonna give you tips and tricks while I apply it to my face. And I'm just gonna break it down to each step. And yes, if you wanna learn my tips and tricks for beginners, then please keep on watching the video. My face is washed and moisturized. Make sure that you have a good clean slate, a good palette to put the makeup on, meaning you wash your face, you take care of your skin, you moisturize it, and it's prepped and ready for makeup. And we can do another video on that. I can give you an updated skincare routine. But and today I say that and I'm having like the worst breakouts. But whatever, you know, this is life, it happens. So first things first, we are going to start out with the brows. And in my opinion, brows and lashes, and of course skin, those three things I feel like are the first things that I notice on someone's face, especially their brows and like their complexion. So that's what I'm gonna start with. We are going to do our brows. Products, let's say for a beginner, I feel like you're gonna really want to use something that's affordable because you're new at this. You don't wanna go to Sephora and spend a load of money on makeup when you don't even know how to use it. So my favorite products right now for brows that are drugstore are, these are both by Loreal, and it's the Brow Stylist Designer and the Brow Stylist Definer. This one is more so for like that quick put on your eye, and this one is if you want to define it. But for a beginner, you are going to realize that this is kind of intimidating. You don't know how to do the shape of your eyes, whatever, whatnot, and that's a whole nother video. But I'm telling you, if you have never filled in your brows, try a brow gel. This is what I do all the time if I'm in a rush and I need to get somewhere quickly. Watch, I'll show you the difference. So here are my brows, just like this. Let me brush them out for you so you can see. And I'm going to take the Brow Stylist Plumper, which is just a brow gel mascara. And these are everywhere now because, you know, brow products are just like so popular. You can find all kinds of brow products at your local drugstore or Walmart or whatever. And just watch, you see this eye, and let's just brush this in. Sorry if you can hear the doggies. But look at that. Just by brushing this is so beginner friendly. I'm not trying to fill in any shape, none of that. I'm literally just applying product to my brows. Combing it through. Boom. Look at that. Look at the difference. How much more structure there is to that brow than this one from just applying this brow mascara. And it was so easy, right? But if you want to, you can get technical and use one of these brow pencils. Again, if it intimidates you to fill your eyebrows in, dude, start with a brush or a brow mascara. And look, I messed up a little bit. I got a little bit on my lid, and that's easy to fix. Just comb that in there. And like, let's say, okay, Melissa, I can't just do that because I have bald spots. Okay, so do that, put the mascara on, and then get your brow pencil and then fill in those little bald spots. I like this kind of pencil. This one's a little bit of a thicker tip, so it'll cover more areas, do you know what I mean? Rather than this one, because it's more of a defining thing. You can create hairs with it. This, you just wanna like fill in bald spots. So I'll show you. I have a little bit of sparse areas, so I'm just gonna take that and just lightly fill it in. Don't worry about drawing any lines or anything like that. Just fill in those little bald spots. Just like that. Because again, as a beginner, you're not really trying to be like, okay, I'm a makeup artist. I'm about to have like carved out brows and walk out looking, you know what I'm saying? So yes, look, my brows just look great, you know, and it was so simple. Also, the order that I'm putting my face on, it's totally your preference. However you want to apply it on your face, you can apply these kinds of tips to whatever section of your face that you like working on first. I'm just kind of, you know, putting it on, or doing it how I do it. And the next thing, complexion. Now, as a beginner, you're watching us YouTube makeup girls and we're applying primer, we're doing foundation, then we're concealing, then we're baking, then we're contouring. You don't have to do all of that. To just have that normal, like, makeup face, you don't have to do that. I honestly don't think as a beginner that you need a primer. I just don't think so. Just moisturize your face really well and make sure that it sets into your skin and then move on. And if you want to use foundation or powder or concealer, you can use all three of them. As a beginner, I feel like you could totally manage doing that. But key for me is use little amounts. For example, with the foundation, I feel like girls think that they need a shitload of foundation to put on their face because it's like, well, it's makeup, I need to cover, I'm covering. No, as a beginner, you're just wanting to accentuate your features. You just want to look like yourself, but just a little bit better. That's it, that's all you want to do, right? So I'll put on the foundation just for the video's purpose, but let's say that you don't even want to fool with foundation. You totally don't even have to use foundation. You could get away with just using concealer and then setting your entire face with like a light powder coverage. I would use the concealer and I would put it on underneath my eyes in a triangle shape, and you'll see whenever I use it, and put a little bit underneath your nose. Wherever you have blemishes that you want to cover, that's when you're going to want to use your concealer. You know, some people, they want to use a foundation, and then others, then you don't. So it's customizable to your preference. But I'm just going to use a tiny bit of foundation and show you. And as far as tools, if you're not wanting to spend a lot of money, there are alternatives to the Beauty Blender, because I know the Beauty Blender can be pricey. There's the Real Technique sponge, which is, I wouldn't say that it's the same as this sponge, but you can get the same effect using the Real Technique sponge, 100%. And there's plenty of brushes that are available at Walmart now sells Real Technique brushes. And they have this brush, e.l.f. has foundation brushes. You can find a brush that you can use for your face. You can even use your fingertips if you want to, but I prefer using a brush. And I'm gonna show you how little you actually need for this. So I'm using the Matte and Poreless, normal to oily, and I'm just going to dot a little on my forehead, some on my cheek, underneath my nose. And this is the tiniest bit on my finger. And a little bit on my cheeks. Just like that. And then I'll take the brush and then I'll just buff that in lightly, because this way you can still see your skin. There's not going to be like an obvious coverage on your face. And again, if you want more coverage, then just add more. I'm just thinking of like the super beginner girl for this video. So very light. I feel like that already looked better. Just that little bit of amount. Okay, and now we want to wake ourselves up. And by adding some concealer, that is totally going to change the way our makeup looks. And I'm just gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me. I really love this concealer and it's super, super affordable. And I'm using the color in Sand. And now you see on YouTube girls doing the huge triangle. You totally don't have to do that. You could do little dots. I would do the triangle shape just because you want a little bit of lightness under here. But you don't have to put that much on, because I know us YouTube girls can be super intimidating when we're like, holy shit, product underneath our eyes. So you can just dot it just like this. But do that triangle shape, because that shape is what's going to lift underneath your eye. And do less dots than this if you don't want this much, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do whatever you want to do. And to set underneath my eyes, I'm just going to use my beauty blender. You can use your finger for this if you wanted to, but I personally just like using this. And then we're just going to blend it out. Just to brighten our face up a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit on my eyelid, whatever's left over from my brush. Brush it on underneath my nose. And then there we go. Voila. And then I'm going to set my entire face. I'm just going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless because I use that foundation. But True Match, I love True Match powder. There's tons of powders for you out there. The brush that I'm going to use is this one by BH Cosmetics. BH Cosmetics has super affordable brushes, and I feel like there is a set in there for you for sure for beginners. But e.l.f. also has really amazing brushes that are available for you, like at the drugstore, Target, Walmart sells them, and yeah, there's definitely not a problem with getting a brush. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush like this, and then I'm going to set everything all over my face. Just set that, and again, if you didn't want to use the foundation, you didn't have to. Where we put the concealer, all you would do is just put this, buff this powder all over your face. You don't need the foundation at all. Especially if you have gorgeous skin, then I would completely skip the foundation altogether. But not all of us have that. So yes, just a light little fluff of powder. And then what else that I feel like makes a huge difference in the face, and that it wouldn't be hard for a beginner, is a darker powder to bronze your face. And I used to do this again all the time whenever I first started into makeup. I would buy a powder that's a normal powder that's meant to do your entire face, but I would buy it in a darker shade and just use that as my bronzer. But now you can find so many contouring kits at the drugstore. Like, they make these little kits for you. It's super easy for you to get like a shade to contour your face with, and I'm just gonna use this Wet n Wild one. This thing is amazing. This product is amazing, and it's so inexpensive, and I got mine at Walgreens. And I'm just gonna use a darker shade to just warm up my face just a little bit. And honestly, you could skip this step completely and just go in with blush. But I feel like this is such an easy thing. You just take up another brush, another fluffy brush, one that isn't really round, one that's kind of tapered, a little bit skinny, so we can just, you know, bronze our face up. And where you're gonna want to bronze your face is just at your forehead, on your cheeks, and then underneath your neck. And that's just personally where I've seen the difference, that it just like brings your features out in the center out more. So that's what I'm gonna do, just lightly bronze my forehead and on the side of my head, and then on the sides of my cheeks, like that. And if you want, you can put a little bit on your nose, just because I have an issue with my nose. And yes, underneath your neck. And look, that was simple. Just a little bit of powder. Do you see, though? I just feel like that pulled the makeup look together. It wasn't just one dull color on my face. So by applying that powder, I feel like it just pulled it all together. This pimple on my eye is seriously making me mad. And next, I'm just gonna move on to my eyes, and I'm gonna do something really basic here. I'm actually gonna do a video that is just based on eyes, and I will teach you my tricks on that. Just, I feel like changed the way that I do eyeshadow. It makes it so much more simple. And I'm just gonna quickly show you something right now. So for eyes, eyelashes and eyebrows, I feel are so important when it comes to your eyes. Now, I did not discover this eyelash curler until later in my YouTube life. And if I would have discovered this way earlier, then I just feel like my life, whenever I was just a beginner and wore normal makeup like normal women, then I would have just been so much happier. And this is the Shiseido eyelash curler. Now, if you have eyes that are shaped like mine, that are small and are close together, you're gonna really like this, because with the standard eyelash curler, it doesn't get close enough. It doesn't get close enough to the hairs, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, for all you other girls with the big, beautiful eyes, I'm not saying that my small little eyes aren't beautiful, beautiful, but you know what I'm saying. Then I've heard the Tarte eyelash curler is amazing, and you guys can get away with those lash curlers that they sell at Walmart. But yes, if you have small eyes like myself, then this eyelash curler will change your life. It's probably about $19 to $20, but I'm telling you, even if you're a beginner and you don't have very good lashes, like your lashes don't curl, you should invest in this, because I just feel like lashes are so important in a natural makeup look. I think it just pulls everything together. But anyways, okay, I'm going to curl my lashes. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell the difference on camera. Can you just see the difference, what curling them did? So curl those bad boys, and I have leftover mascara from my from this morning, so disregard that. Sorry. But this lash curler though is for real bomb. I wouldn't be able to live without her. Now, for your eyeshadow, if you didn't want to do eyeshadow at all, completely skip it. Just put on mascara. It's gonna look amazing. All this stuff that we've already done to our face, our eyebrows, framing our eyes, and then just adding lashes, you're gonna look gorgeous. You're gonna look like you actually tried. But if you wanted to take it one step further, I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild palette here, super affordable. And I'm just using affordable products again, just because I'm thinking about the girl who's a beginner. And I'm just gonna use 2 different shades in this. I'm gonna use this darker color here and then this lighter shade here. So what I'm gonna do is just take a fluffy brush, and you can find a fluffy brush anywhere. This one was from Target, and I'm pretty sure it was like $3. You can find a brush like that anywhere. But I'm gonna take this one from Sedona Lace. And then I'm gonna take this color right here, apply it with my brush, and then I'm going to work that in my crease area. And for you, your crease area is going to be, you're gonna be able to feel it. It's gonna be that empty space. Like when you look straight, it's gonna be that area right here. Right there. And take that color, like a matte shade that's kind of neutral, a medium shade for your skin tone. I'm darker than some of you, so of course that shade may be too dark, but you can mix it, you know. You can pick out whatever is a medium tone for you. And then all you're gonna do is just sweep that color back and forth, just like this. The fluffy brush is gonna do all the work for you. You're just gonna go back and forth, that's it. And then, you know, like if you got too much product, just go like that and just go back and forth. There's no way you can mess this up. There's no way. Going like this. Just like that. And do you see the difference? This just has a little bit more depth. Just a tiny, we're basically contouring our eyes. Boom, just like that. And then do the same thing to the other side. Back and forth, windshield wiper, boom, boom, da, da, right, left, right, left, right, left. And then you can go in circles just to make sure you blend. Boom, boom, right, left, circles, circles, right, left, circles. Probably driving you insane in this video. But yes. Boom, boom, bam. Look how much better that looks. I just feel like that opened my eyes up, makes my eyes look like there's more structure to it. And if you have an amazing lid, like beginner girl, if you have like a nice crease, it's gonna change your life. It's gonna change your life. It's just gonna make it look like that you did so much work to your eye. And next, for the next color, I'm just going to apply a shimmery shade, a very, very tiny bit. You can use your finger, watch. I'm gonna use my finger. Very tiny bit on your finger and put it in that inner corner. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Tiny, tiny bit. And again, this is just if you want to wear eyeshadow. But I'm telling you, it's so easy. Look, just with my finger, added a little bit to the inner corner, and I think it brightened my face up. Brightened my face up. And if you wanted to go a little bit further, you could take a matte shade, a matte lighter shade, like a cream shade like this, and just put it on your lid. But again, you don't have to. And I'm just gonna use my finger. You don't need to get fancy here since we're not doing any defining. And then again, take that same shimmery color and just put a tiny bit on your brow bone, just a little bit. It's gonna brighten up and pull up those brows. Just like that. And then for a beginner, I would be done. That would be all that I would do to my eyes. I would curl my lashes, of course, and apply however much mascara you want. If you love that mascara boom look, add as much mascara as you want. Then that's it. I'll show you. If you wanted to do eyeliner, you could. I would waterline my eye. I feel like I love it. I love just bare bald lids and lashes. I just think that's gorgeous. More so than I like eyeliner and then lashes. You know, I feel like the eyeliner takes away from your lashes. They look smaller if you have like a black line beneath it. I mean, it looks good if you have, I mean, it looks good in general. It does look good, but in my personal opinion, I just feel like lashes look amazing when there isn't a dark line behind it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna apply some mascara. I feel like we look a whole of a lot better already from when we started. And then if you want, you don't have to, because I know some girls don't like putting mascara on their lower lashes, then you can add some mascara to your lower lashes. I like it. I mean, I do only have 3 hairs, so it's not that much work for me. And that is it for our eyes. Boom, we're easy. Look, we're done, girl. We're done with our eyes. And now it's just blush. There's so many wonderful drugstore blushes. I have a few here for you to show you. I love Milani's blushes. Luminoso is, I feel like, one of the most beautiful universal shades ever. It's a corally peach color that has a shimmer to it, but it's fabulous. I love NYX blushes. You know, there's plenty of blushes out there for you, but I feel like one that has a kind of a peachy pink tone to it, tones like this, I feel like just look wonderful for every day, and that's what I'm gonna put on my cheeks. I'm gonna put this NYX blush called Mauve on my cheeks. And my favorite blush brush ever is this e.l.f. blush brush. I always go to it. I have other brushes that I could use, but this one's just my favorite. I don't even know why. But yes, I'm gonna put that color on my cheeks. It's just a good, beautiful color. And you can go as heavy or light as you want. And for me personally, I like putting blush at the top of my cheekbone and back into this area, this way, like that. And that's all your preference. But just apply a little bit. Don't go ham on the blush either. Like, don't go, because you don't want to look so rosy. But just the right amount of blush will pull everything together. And I like just putting just a tiny bit on my nose, so it like pulls everything together and it's not just like pink, pink. You know what I mean? Don't like go like this on your nose either. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Like boom, like that. And that's it for the cheeks. I like definitely going in with a fluffy brush to just make sure it's all blended out together and we didn't go like super crazy. Just like that. And yes, now last but not least, the lips. Now for lips, for a beginner, I would suggest a gloss and then slowly making your way into lipsticks. Because I used to hate lipsticks, guys. Can you believe that? Hated it. I only wore lip gloss for the longest time. And a few of my favorites are available at the drugstore. I love these two CoverGirl lip glosses. I use them all the time. I have them in my purse. I really love NYX Butter Glosses and these Baby Lips. The formula of these are really glossy and really beautiful. And for lipsticks, if you're not a fan of like that really rich opaque color, they have tons of things like Glossy Balm. L'Oreal has a really nice one. I love this one. This one is called Ginger Candy. It's a really nice nudish type of color. And I don't know if Maybelline has these color whispers anymore, but there's definitely those sheers like Revlon, what are these? The butter lips, lipstick butter, right? Lip butters, sorry. The butter thing. So anything with like a sheer finish with a tiny bit of color, I feel like you'll like. And yes, that's what I'm going to use on my lips right now. I'm just going to go in with this lip gloss. This is one of my favorites that I have in my purse. And of course, the color isn't on here. Seriously? Oh my gosh. The color isn't on here, guys. It's literally nowhere to be found. Oh no, it's at the top. It's called, it's CoverGirl's Colorlicious 710 in Berrylicious. And yes, I'll just put this on my lips. Of course, make sure your lips are moisturized, whatever, you have chapstick on. And then I just go in with this. See, isn't that a beautiful color? It's a beautiful everyday color. And that's what I feel like a beginner wants, is just natural, neutral, like pink, mauve type of colors. All right? And you know what colors you like, so just pick accordingly. But boom! So much better! I look just like awake. I look just like myself, but not overdone. I just enhance the features that I have, and as a beginner, I feel like that's what you want to do. I feel like that video went well. I hope you guys enjoyed it and that my brain wasn't too scatterbrained. I really try to keep my thoughts in order and not repeat myself, so I'll edit accordingly. If you have any tips to share with the class, be sure to leave it down below so we can all just read comments and learn from each other. That would be wonderful. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. If you're a beginner and you found this helpful, I would love to know. And yes, thank you guys so much for sitting through this video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Love you.